Hi, in today's teacher vlog post, this vlog post goes out to the family of a preteen student of mine. And I wished for the parent to see in a bird's eye view an optimal keyboard setup. For a beginner whose needs are evolving. And well, I'm going to try my best to just do a quick rundown of the elements of an optimal keyboard setup. Just using my own keyboard as at hand. Here is the keyboard. Keyboards come in 61, 76, and 88 keys. For your child, I would recommend an 88 key digital piano. In absence of that, the next best option would be a 76 key model. You get more range, more keys, and more sonic range. And it's very worth it. These keyboards have come a long way since they first came out many years ago, and many companies have leveled up their game since then in production of sound. So what else can I tell you? This keyboard, as you can see, is on an X stand. I happen to have a quick squeeze model, very intuitive, very user-friendly. Other stands I've used sometimes just get stiffened up, the times they don't work, and can even become hazardous. I think I've hurt myself on one or more of those stands. And you know, while they have a multi-purpose in that they're not only holding the keyboard, but they're foldable. Everything here is foldable, and you should be able to lean anything up against a wall. So I really love these stands, very sturdy. Here you also see an on-stage sustain pedal, most worth it. I'm not pushing any brand, I'm not getting any commission for anybody in the making of this video. It just happens to be what I use. And that would get plugged into the sustain input here on the keyboard. The sustain pedal is very important because it sustains the sound of the keyboard. I just like to give you just a quick demo of the sustain pedal in action. Without the sustain pedal, short sounds. Still hear the sound. Okay, again, simulating what you would hear in an acoustic piano. Short sound, stepping on the pedal. So I think some musician is credited with saying the pedal is the soul of the piano. So it's very worthwhile adding pedals as soon as possible in a student's studies. So back to this keyboard. The keyboard should come with a sheet music stand. All important. Without it, it's just very clunky to read sheet music. They're designed to be at a good distance from the player and at a good height, and can be surprisingly strong, holding binders as well as just loose pieces of sheet music. They are detachable. And let's see. I also have the bench that goes with this keyboard, and it happens to be a very sturdy bench with good padding. There's a whole different subject I can address on the ergonomics of piano playing, making sure you're in a good level position of players, hands falling. But for the purposes of this video, I just wanted, again, to give you a visual setup of the keyboard and bench. This is height adjustable, very good for the growing needs of a player, growing child. Very usefully, these also are foldable. I love things that can just fold up and be transported. So I can easily fold these things up and put them against the wall. If I have to, like, say, vacuum or something. And very good padding. And not only that, but they're wide, as you can see. Very important, because sometimes you could conceivably have even two players, two young child or youth players, players playing a duet. So most useful in that regard. And so here is the input for the adapter. Sometimes it surprises me how keyboards may or may not come with an adapter or something like that. But you should be able to match the accessories for your model. And looking at the model, it's usually on the piano, and the model number is important because it identifies this specific model. And in this case, we would find it on this right hand side. So back to the adapter. What other things can I tell you about the input? Here is the input 1/4 inch where you can connect headphones for quiet playing that's not heard by other members of the household. So interestingly, if you remove your headphones, and you can also put in an amplifier with a 1/4 inch cable. And if you want to do a sound boost, it's very handy for that. Say you're playing music for a party, going through a few songs in the backyard or something, you can attach it to an amplifier, an external amplifier. Otherwise, standard settings, the keyboard comes with its own built-in speakers, which are here. As you can see, speaker number 1, speaker number 2 to the left and right. Very good for just regular home playing in a room. So I'm hoping to give you that big rundown once again. It's the keyboard itself, the sheet music stand, the sustain pedal. This accessory you would have to buy separately. The adapter, and interestingly, more can be said about this, but many of these keyboards come with battery operated options that can come in handy in case you need to take your instrument on the road and you will not be sure where to plug it in. It's always a handy backup, even in a gig where power can go off related to an outlet. Then the keyboards themselves, I recommend for maintenance to just put a little cover on your keyboard. At night, I put a cover over the keys to prevent dust from getting on the keys, because that brings on sticky keys. And this sticky keys can be prevented simply by covering your keyboard at night. And also by getting into the practice of just cleaning your keyboard with a little microfiber cloth, perhaps, the keys individually, and making sure everything is in optimal condition. These keyboards come with very nice sounds, a drum machine, and what I find is often students just scratch only the surface of what their instruments are capable of. Which ultimately can be to facilitate playing with a drum track and multiple voices. So, and I think last but not least, I just wish to draw attention to this input here, which allows students to connect through an interface to their computer, a MIDI cable connection, and it can be useful for them playing into software such as GarageBand, recording and producing music. So I thought that would be worth a mention as well.